afternoon at a barn in Tennessee. 3 wolves decided to walk into a barn. One was a really tiny wolf pup that had just been born a few weeks ago. The second one was the mama pup that had the little pup. The third was a juvenile pup, getting ready to go into the life of a grown-up. And when they were walking through, a girl just happened to notice them and went to go get her wolf halter. So she finally decided which one she wanted, and she wanted the youngest pup because she knew she would be the easiest to train. So she hit the mama in a special spot and the juvenile pup in a special spot, and she finally decided to put the harness, or not harness, put the thing on the baby wolf pup. And she put him on a lead line, and she decided to walk him. Now, as for the juvenile and the mama wolf, they were released back into the wild, and the mama wolf woke up before getting released into the wild. So she woke up and started walking towards her wolf pup, and that's when the girl with the broken arm no more decided to come over and make friends with this wolf, and then put a collar on this wolf so she couldn't get stolen by anybody. Then she decided to make her very own leash so that she could tie her up too. But what the wolf didn't know is that her juvenile pup was supposed to be sent back into the wild because he was too old to be trained. You guys might be thinking that the mama pup is too old. Well, actually, they had encountered her before, and they just didn't know it. So she decided to put the homemade and not really good leash on the wolf. And she decided to go tie her up next to her baby. And of course, she let them move around all they wanted. But when time came for her to train them, it wasn't as easy as she thought, because the juvenile pup came back a month later after being sent back into the wild and trusting the humans now. So she made a collar and a leash just for him too. And she decided to put it on him, and tie him up with his mother and his brother or sister. And they finally decided just to put him where his mom and brother was. But the juvenile, as she suspected, hated the leash and collar and being tied up all the time. So she finally decided to put him out in the pasture with all of the horses. Which, yeah, I know what you're thinking, which wasn't pretty much a smart idea, but it is a very smart idea. So she just decided to walk him and hold on to his collar and walk him over to the pasture. Now, when they got to the pasture, the wolf immediately ran out to go play with the horses, but there were no horses there, so the girl didn't know what to do. She felt bad for him, so she put a big old ball in there and let him play around for a little while. Sooner or later, the lady came back with the pup. And the mama still had to be trained, so the mama didn't go out with them for the first couple of months until she was trained. Then she could go out. But this baby pup was smarter than he looked. He knew how to be continued.